my name is Dave Wood. I have been a tutor on this coaching course, and I wanted to provide you just with 3 tips as coach line managers to help you in your supervision of their role. And onto the first of our 3 tips, the nature of coaching. So life coaching is a collaborative process, and as you're managing your coach, one of the things it's important to be aware of is that as they coach other people, they're going to be acting as an understander as opposed to a fixer. So people will come with issues and with visions and ideas, and the coach's job will be to reflect with the person, but for the person and not the coach to take responsibility on the choice they make. So it's quite a crucial thing about responsibility and collaboration, and it's a non-directive relationship. So the coach's role won't be to give advice, it won't be to direct the person in a certain decision or to edge them towards a certain way of thinking, but it'll be to help the person who they're coaching to figure out things for themselves. And that might mean they come to decisions which we might not like, but the coach's job is to make them aware of the consequences of that, as opposed to stop them from doing that. And I think that's an important thing to recognise in the supervision relationship of the coach. So if you want to know a little bit more about what coaching is, obviously have a look on the online portal and make use of the resources. And I'd really suggest that you go through and look at some of the things about what the underlying principles and the foundations of coaching are and how coaching works from those sessions. And so on to our second tip, the idea of reflective supervision. So one of the things I'm going to suggest to you again is to look on the online portal, and you'll see some information on there about reflective supervision and how to encourage reflection with your coach. I would suggest that you use your coaching supervision sessions not so much to talk about the content of the coaching, but the processes that person's gone through. So if you ask one of your coaches to come to the session and to think about a particular session that they've undertaken, and for them to be able to reflect on the processes that they went through and what they spoke about, not in terms of the content necessarily of what they spoke about, but how they went through the session, what things they learned from that, and very much asking the coach to reflect on what they've learned about how to have those coaching relationships with people, rather than the content of the sessions. So the key thing here in your reflective supervision that you'll be undertaking with your coaches is for the coach to be more aware and more self-aware of what they're bringing to their coaching relationships and how they're doing that. And finally, on to resources. This applies for yourselves as coach supervisors and for the coaches. The online portal has an immense amount of resources attached to it. So if you have questions, obviously you can contact myself and I'm happy to chat with you, but please do look on that online portal, because there's lots of links, not only to the teaching and the content of the course, but also to additional resources which are available. Further than that, the coaches will have access to group supervision for 1 year through the Metanerio Guild, and they'll also have the opportunity to apply for student membership with the Association for Coaching. So there's quite a few additional resources that aren't just on the online portal which are available, and it's worth reminding your coaches of that, and it's worth using those pieces of information and pieces of content which are available.